All right, new morning on to turn 7. So let's just jump right in. We have an HQ event. Number 7. Flanks are open. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, no. This looks bad. Move. Oh, I've never done this before. This is fascinating. This is going to be move the MLR back 1 row. So that would be, so the MLR is up here. So if it has to go back 1 row, the MLR is now back here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is really interesting. This is a first for me. I don't know what's about to happen. In fact, I'm going to probably test some mod things here that I never expected to test. Move the MLR back 1 row. If it is now between rows 1 and 2, which it is, add a new row 1. All unpinned units fall back 1 row. Like when? Is there anything that explains when? Clarification. I don't think. I. We need to create a new row 1. Tell you what I'm going to do. First of all, well, let's just try this. Shift the map up. This is interesting. Well, that should not have gone up. Interesting. So. Um, I'm going to check here. I'll bet you I've got a zone. No, that sounds okay. All right, so I've shifted the map up 1. Now, I believe what I have to do, what I ought to do is I need to unlock all of these. Now, it said they all fall back, which what I'm trying to figure out is, do they fall back like right now? I'm probably going to board game geek this because I don't know what's supposed to happen. All right, well, let's do this one at a time. So those are the staging rows. And we got a hill right here. All right. So we'll put that kind of up and lock it. And put here. So we got a rice paddy there. It's a +1. Fascinating. This is another hill. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well, I don't think the hills are necessarily bad for me. Oh my goodness, another hill. So that's 2. So this is +2 up here. So we'll put that down there, but that's a +2. Oh my God, another hill. Another, oh my. Okay, this is kind of crazy. So this is another, clone that because that's a +2. And then Rocky. So that's what our new, and I'm going to lock these. These are not locked. So this must be riveting watching. Apologies. But, you know, part of it's so people can watch and see how this is done using the mod. So that's part of why I do this game, or do these as well. So the mod, not just about playing, but it's about using the tools we have. So I think that gets all of them. All right, that's what the new map looks like. I am going to save the game, pause it actually, and I'm going to check and see if I can find on Board Game Geek what that pinned, the all unpinned units fall back 1 row. Does that mean they can't do anything this turn? I don't think I've ever read that, so I think they can fall back, and then I think no cover at all. Wow. All right, let me pause. Okay, I'm back. It's funny, I posted on Board Game Geek. I get itchy when I don't get an answer really fast, and I got an answer from Andrew in less than an hour, and it still felt like forever. He's just amazing at his responsiveness. So here are the questions that I asked related to this event. Do the units fall back immediately? I'm assuming yes, and the answer is yes. Event instructions are always followed in the event phase. Do they fall straight back, follow enemy fallback priorities, or can I decide? I'm assuming straight back. Yes, straight back. Are they marked exposed? I'm assuming yes. Yes, if they weren't marked exposed, that would be an exception to the rules, which would be noted. Movement that isn't infiltration or staging always marks, or within the staging area, always marks a unit exposed. And then final, accurate that the victory conditions are also shifted. I need 6 cards behind the new MLR. God, I said MLS in this thing. Behind the new MLR. And the answer is yes, you still only need 6 cards secured behind the MLR at the end of the mission. So these are the cards we need. So effectively, all of our pinned units are dropping back. Now, what's really interesting is they're dropping back. They're going to be marked exposed. Which is really, really interesting. These guys, I mean, I could be totally screwed here. So they're dropping back. You know, did I forget? Yes, I did. That casualty should have been evacuated last turn. I had the casualty collection point. Those poor casualties are now screwed. None of those were pinned. Wow. This is all exposed. This is beyond brutal. Whew, boy. All right. We got pinned, pinned, and pinned. So they're not dropping back. These guys will drop back. So he's exposed and he's exposed. And I am going to, for right now, put them both under. Pinned. Exposed and exposed. Interesting here, these guys exposed and exposed. And these guys are exposed and exposed. Now I need to go back through. I got a few units that are pinned still. There and here are the ones that are stuck. So let's look here. I am not firing up here anymore. So this turns into all pinned and no longer crossfire here. But they're still firing there. And they're still firing there. This guy's, well, he's not firing at all. They are firing at me. I have a fire team. We're no longer firing here at all. We're no longer firing here at all. Now, these units are going to fire. Well, this unit won't fire because he's exposed, and the tripod mounts don't fire, but this guy will fire. So he is firing here with small arms fire. No fire. Oh, actually that was. He was firing here. That guy is firing there. This didn't exist because it moved. They fell back. So this guy, he's not firing and he's not firing. So neither of those guys fire. So I'm not opening fire there. That's small arms, so he will fire here. Yep, he's going to fire here with small arms fire. So, and this is now a crossfire. Here. All right. These guys are going to open fire nowhere. Can't see there. They won't fire onto that card. They're not going to fire into that card. So they're just doing nothing. These guys are hidden. Are they? They're not going to fire through here. They can see here. But they will not fire through there. And then these guys are also not going to fire because they can't fire over this here. All right. Actually, did I do that right? Between all unpinned, yep, all unpinned units fall back one row. So that was all unpinned units fall back one row. So I think I have that right. Now let's look at the Germans. He's firing there. I don't believe the Germans. I mean, there's going to be some where they clean up, but for the most part, they just, yeah, still firing here. The tank is still firing. Well, that tank's firing there. All right. I'm going to assume that this is correct right now. So let's move on. Do they have an HQ event? Oh my God, they do. Wouldn't it be funny if it was fall back? So this is turn 7. That is a 7. It is not fall back. It is a rally attempt. All right. So attempt to rally all pinned units and upgrade all unpinned lats. So let's just start up here. These are all they're not pinned, so we're going to try to rally them all. There are 3 greens. So first one, he rallies. So that is a litter team. Next one is already a litter team. He does not rally. The fire team does not rally. So that one is done. So I will attempt to do this guy. Litter team. Attempting to rally. He did not. That's over here. A litter team attempting to rally. He does. So that litter team becomes a fire team. This pinned unit is going to attempt to rally. 1, 2. So he is unpinned. Turning this into fire that's going to disappear. Well, it's going to shift. But he is now done. Here we have a pinned unit. He did not rally. But he is done. 2 pinned units. First one rallies. That's a paralyzed unit. The second one does not. These guys are done. My unit, my unit. These 2 are pinned. So they're going to attempt to rally. First one fails, second one fails, but they are now done. Pinned will attempt to rally. Did not. Paralyzed team will attempt to rally. Does not. These guys are done. And that should be it. All right. They're not going to have too much left. So, moving on. Place PC markers. So this is interesting because this is now row 1, 2, and 3. We have units on row 3. So, turn 7, it's CBA. So let's just go up here. I'm going to lay down my A markers, and I'm only going to currently lay them down on the cards that have, it's only 2 cards, here and here, where I have pinned units that couldn't move. Nothing else up there. So those are A's, and then it was B's and C's. 7, A, B, C. This is B, 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 and B, and then C, and this really sucks because the odds are incoming for these. This could just totally pulverize me. Ay, ay, ay. Got a bad feeling about this. It's part of the joy of this game, man. All right. So, I'm going to check on theirs. First thing I'm going to do, we're done up here. This guy's activated. Activated. He's done. He's done. So I got to do that guy. Done and done. I think that's it. Not very much. I think that is literally it. 1 card. So And this guy, we actually know he is well, first of all, let's look at this sequence of play because let's see. A little surprised there's not an enemies firing at cards without valid targets. I think they're supposed to check that. Is that not error? That's intriguing to me. I'm going to go look at the rule book because I think there may be. 3.2.2. Enemy. No, it doesn't say it. Defensive mission. It's interesting. Doesn't say it. I'm just going to follow it. But this guy, we're checking for him. Now he's rolling a 1 through a 3. Can he attempt to infiltrate there with his own fire? I don't know whether that volume of fire goes the minute he's going to infiltrate. I'm going to let him infiltrate. 1, 2. Well, he failed anyway, so he's moving here. Exposed, but he is going to go undercover. And that is the end of their checks. That was really quick, thanks to the event that they had. So now it's my turn. Four. So it's actually 5, so I'm up to 14. And oh, interesting. I have another question. Do the phone lines? Interesting. I'm going to pause. All right, welcome back. It's been a couple of days for me because I've been waiting for an answer on Board Game Geek on these phone lines. And then I had to go back and rewatch the video because I forgot where I was. We basically, our HQ, we have 14. I haven't done anything with them yet. The question was around these phone lines. Do we pick them up? Do they come back? But they stay right where they are. So we want to get communication up into that area. We are going to need to have a phone line. We're going to need to move those phone lines here. Or, as a reminder, the radio, it acts as a phone line. So the X, right, the CO phone lines all along the staging area to this HQ up into here. So we have connectivity there. You'll have to excuse me. I'm come down with a winter cold. So I might pause a few times and have to blow my nose, or I might cough a little bit. I do apologize. So what do we want to do? These guys are exposed, so they can't move. I mean, I'm pretty much, what can I do? Interesting. Everybody fell back. All these guys are now exposed. Well, I can spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without. Might as well get the first sergeant. At a minimum, he can get some. Where is he? Sergeant must be up here. Yep, he's up on the map. Yeah, he can do some rallying. So, might as well do the first sergeant. I think we'll look for cover. So we'll get the third done. I don't really plan to have the second do much. Skills here. I got no units that need to be. What should I do? I have 0 cover down here. I think I'm just going to lose them. Now we'll do the third platoon, who gets 4. He's a green, so he gets 3. So he has 6. He can spend them all. So I think he's going to tell this guy to try to find cover. He's lined, so he's drawing 3. He's already exposed. All right. So he'll spend 1. Look for cover here. Drawing 3. 1, 2. So he found cover. He's already exposed. So that just helps him. So that was 1. Let's see. I'm going to tell this guy to look for cover. 1, 2, 3. So he found cover. That's 2. 1, 2. Going to tell this guy to go under there. And he's going to tell this guy to go under there. So those 3. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to move under here, because they are allowed to move within a card. So he used 5. He used them all. But he got everybody under cover. All right. See if we can't do the same thing with the sergeant. He has 4. He basically is down to 3 because he is green. He's going to tell this guy to move here. Oh, he can't. He's exposed. He's going to tell this guy to look for cover. So that's drawing 2, but 3 because he's a veteran. So 1, 2, 3, 3. He failed. So that's 1. Tell that guy to look for cover. He just draws 2. 1, 2. So he found cover. I think I'm going to get him under there. So he spent 3. 1 to fail, 1 to succeed, 1 to move. All right, first platoon gets 4. He is a veteran, so 5. So he's got 14. No, it's not the 4. He got 4. The 3 plus veteran. don't really feel like the first platoon wants to do too awfully much. Um, hmm. Open rice paddy up there, it's not good. But we're kind of protected for right now. Oh, yeah. You know, he's going to one. I really wonder whether or not I should get. Actually, all these are the second platoon. Second platoon. He's just going to move over here to be with his own guy. But he's not going to have him do anything. So we'll save those. All right. Second platoon gets 2. It's green, he gets 1, so he's 4. Yeah, so these are all second platoon here. I don't think we really, I mean, this is a nice little spot right here. You can see over and into a lot of areas. Let's see what a fire team. All right, a fire team can only move onto a friendly occupied card. What I'm thinking, what I'm wondering here, it might be to have the XO do it because the XO is sitting with a ton of commands. Is have the XO get basically an assault team up here to look for cover up on top of that hill. I'm just going to have the second sit on his 2 or his 3 commands, and now the XO gets 10, he gets 1 more, so he's up to 10. That's 1. He's going to break that into a latch. That's 2. Then he's going to tell this guy to move here. That's 3. That's risky, and I'm hoping I get a. So 1, 2, 3. So he's down to 7. So now general, I get 3. So the first one, he's going to look for cover. 1, 2. He failed. Before I go do anything else. Oh, you know what? I actually am going to argue that I couldn't do that. And the reason is, I think the special event said pinned units need to move at the first available opportunity. And so I think I am able to move these guys now because pinned can move to an adjacent card, but only if staging area. So the way let me check here. So for instance, these pinned units can all move back to here, right? There can pinned, adjacent card, staging area, friendly occupied, no volume of fire. So these guys can all move to here. These guys can move to here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm opting. Oh no, I thought they're going to get captured. fire team. Well, it said first available opportunity, so I'm going to have these guys move. Probably could have, and should have picked up a. But I think I would have had to have paid to pick up and first available opportunity. They were free to move, right? That was a litter team. Well, they were pinned, so. Now, when they moved, I believe they were point blank. This fire goes with them. The tanks are no longer have anybody to fire at here. This tank has nobody to fire at right now. All right. That's one. It's an assault team and a fire team. That guy's out of ammo. I can only move two more. I think I'm going to move this guy because he's sitting in a... He's going to move onto this card, but not under... Let me look at B. Can we get a... Yes, there is a chance of incoming there. So that's already risky. That's one. Two. All right. So I've moved pinned units back. All right. So I did exactly what the card said. First available opportunity. I moved back my pins, so I was forced to use those. I believe I was forced to use those general initiative. Which I am going to actually, given that I figured that out, I am going to change. I'm going to keep the XO here. But the XO is saving 9. He's not going to push the guy up there when he had no chance of looking for cover. Because I needed to move 4 units, and I could never get more than 4. All right. I think I've pulled everybody back. Excuse me. So, capture and retreat. There is no capture. Here we have a paralyzed unit. Under a volume of fire. I think this is the best. He moved here, exposed. Now this guy, when he moved, two friendly steps, 2. So 1, he's going to be firing at one of these 2 cards. I don't know. So first one, so he's going to be firing. Small arms fires there. These guys are not under fire. I think that's it. He's pinned. Yep, I think that's it. That doesn't exist anymore either. That PDF up there. That's going to go away. It's firing up here. All right. So we are on to, well, the retreat segment, which there was none. Capture and retreat. AT. So they've got 2 tanks right now. Excuse me. 1, 2. So this guy. Fire vehicles. Nope. Attempt to concentrate on a bazooka. Nope. He does not have. He's not even firing at anybody anymore. So he's going to move. Move towards and off the bottom of that. Prioritizing cards with the least volume of fire. Well, he can't move here. That has no volume of fire. So, oops, actually the first place he's going to go is here. He's going to move onto one of these cards. So, none of them have a volume of fire. And they are all slow, so I'm going to randomly choose which one. That's number 1. So he's moving into the village. And he has to stop. Now, when he moved into the village, there was no volume of fire. Can he see anybody? He cannot see through that card here or here. So he cannot currently see anybody. And nobody can see him. Right? Because this guy's behind there. Now he's behind the village. This embankment is covering here. Yeah, he doesn't see anybody. So he's done. All right, next guy. AT fire against visible vehicles. Nope. Concentrate fire bazooka. Nope. He can see this guy, but he's just a fire team. So move towards the bottom, prioritizing cards with the least volume of fire. Well, here we have a volume of fire, and this is slow. So he's going to move here. This guy can see him now. It doesn't matter. There's nobody there. And he can still see him. He's going to continue to fire his heavy weapon here. And he's firing there. So I think that's it. He's not even firing. He's now going to be down to 1 ammo. I used his ammo. That's the only ammo they're going to be using. So, this is the key part of the game right here, or this turn. Because fire mission update, there are no fire missions to update. It's this PC counter. I am really curious. So, this is no longer valid. We have 1A up here. Nothing here. Nothing here. No C there, 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 or there. So we have 1A, 4B, 2 Cs. So 7 places. Now we are not heavily engaged anymore. We are just engaged. So that's 5 draws for the A. And there's only 1A. So let's draw for this A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we definitely got it. 6. That is number 6. Tanks. More tanks. 1 to 2. There's 1 tank. 1 T-34, 4 ammo. Hey. Max range and line of sight. Max range, line of sight. So, the max range is up here on this embankment. Right? I'm a village. He could see up here, but he can't place there. This is row 1, column 1. Yeah, front or front right. So it's got to be up here on this embankment. I don't even need to draw. And he's going to fire PDF here. He can do overhead fire because he's a heavy. And that creates crossfire here. It's going to go find the overhead fire. This is, I'm 99% sure I'm doing that right. Placing markers, special, ceasefire. Let's see. Tripod mounted weapons and units with heavy weapons VOF. Yep. All right. That's pretty obvious. All right. So that's a heavy VOF. So he's overhead fire down onto this village. All right. Now it's the bees. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bees, and bees are drawing 3 cards. So first, 4 cards. So the third one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we have contact here. That is a 4. A probe. So a squad marked exposed. And he can't, so this is, I think there's only one place to place him. He can't go here, left. He can't go straight because I can't see here because of this embankment. So, but right, he can go onto this embankment up here. So he why? Oh, that's a grenade, and that's a heavy, so that's why they're not firing. So that unit is there. All right, 3. So the second one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Another contact. Number 10. That's incoming. Oy. Oh, that's really bad. That's just a heavy mortar. A -5. No spotter. Single fire mission. Ay. This in the open. Oh my God. Yep. This is what I was worried about. These guys are going to get absolutely pummeled. All right. The second one. 1, 2, 3. Nothing. Then 1, 2, 3. Nothing. And then we have 2 C's. Number 1. Drawing 2 cards. 1, 2. Nothing. 1, 2. All right. Well, that could have been brutally worse. Brutally worse. So, these poor guys are going to take a bit of a pummeling. Where is this all pin fire coming from? I don't think that exists.
You about ready for coffee?
All right, so I realized this all pin was coming from here. I forgot to put the PDF down. So these guys aren't going to be in danger. So let's go and take a peek here. I got nothing up here. This guy right here, actually this disappeared. The small arms here because of the incoming, so the crossfire disappeared. We actually have volume of fire here. The crossfire is gone. All right. So here we've got all pinned, so that's +4. A miss. All right. Nothing here, nothing here. This guy is -4. He didn't move, so he's +5. So he's a +1. So he is still pinned. Right? So it was -4, and then we've got the light building. Yeah. All right, so this guy, yeah, we're going to, well, he's going to switch his fire next turn. So here, this heavy weapon stopped. He's not firing. So we have nothing here. Nothing here. Small arms is coming from here. So we have +2 because it's not coming through. So it's basically a +4 there, which is a miss. HMG's not firing because he's exposed. Nothing here. All right, this is brutal. I mean, we effectively have, they're exposed. So we got -4 on all these guys. So top, reading it like a book. Hit, paralyzed. So I believe that is my, my mortar. Move that over there. Next one is going to be this grenade. -4, hit. He's line. He is also paralyzed. Oh no, he's green. He's a casualty. Adios. And then we have a green litter team. Hit. Paralyzed. A bunch of paralyzed pinned units sitting up there, and I've lost my... I do not have a lot of units coming back. That next mission is going to be really intriguing. If I get to it, by the way. All right, that was brutal. Paralyzed, so there is no more fire here. They're just done firing. Small arms fire from here, so it's +2, +3. So both of those are basically a +1. So +1, pinned, and a miss. So he was missed, but he is pinned. All right. So nothing here. And then these guys are all okay. So I believe that is it. Now, we're moving on to turn 8. I did not use any ammo. I want to take a quick peek. This guy now is going to open fire, but he cannot fire over that guy. So that is not going to be the case. So he will not fire. And I think that's it. I think everybody else is already firing. He used ammo. He used ammo. So we survived that pretty crazy draw HQ event. Never experienced that before. So now I do want to get some units up here. Would love to. Now the first sergeant can order this guy over that way instead of the other way around. All right. Well, so we will stop and pick up turn 8. Let me actually make a record of that. We will pick up turn 8 on the next video. Thanks for watching.